Good morning. The Committee of Parole is called to order. The time is 10:43 a.m. Sir, give us your name and DOC number.
Eric Smith, 468-213.
All right, Mrs. Smith, my name is Pearl Wise. To my left is Mr. Roche, and to my right is Mr. Freeman. We comprise your panel this morning. Let me explain the process. I'm going to read some information into the record, and then we're going to conduct an interview with you, starting with me because your case was assigned to me. After we complete our interview and panel have had all their questions answered, we're going to hear from the ward and give us input and let us know how you've been doing. You have some visitors today. You have Mr. Randall Myers with the ADA's office. He'll be speaking. And you also have your brother, Clifford Smith, in support today, and he'll be speaking. And after all of that, you will have the last say. You tell us whatever you want us to know, and then we'll vote. Now, do you understand the process?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let me read the information record. Your name is Clifford C. Smith, 468-213. You are listed as a fifth offender. The current offense is a possession of cocaine and possession of heroin. You were sentenced on August the 18th of 2022. Your total DOC time is listed as 5 years. Your parole eligibility date is 9/13 of 2023. You have a good time date of March the 14th of 2024. And you have a full term date of June the 14th of 2027. Does that sound about right? Are they frozen? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Does that sound about right, what I just read?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I could not hear you. Tell us for the record, so how long you been in jail on this charge?
27 months.
27 months. And you're listed as a fifth offender. How old are you today?
42 years old.
Of your 42 years of life, how long have you spent in jail, would you say?
Maybe 10 years.
Maybe 10 years? Okay, 10 or 42. Okay. I saw on here that you went to court on February the 27th of 23. What's going on in court?
I had an open charge in Jefferson Parish and I pleaded guilty to.
Oh, okay. This the pending charge. You still have some detained, you still have some other charges out, right?
I think I have something in Orleans Parish. Maybe.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, they issued a warrant on March 1st of 2021. So now, was that Orleans you went to on the 27th of February? Oh, that was Jefferson.
Jefferson Parish.
Okay. Were you a drug dealer or a drug dealer?
I was addicted to drugs.
Tell us about that.
Maybe like in 2018, started using heroin. And
Can you speak up just a little? I heard you say in 2018 I started using, and I didn't hear what you said.
yeah, in 2018, I started using heroin.
Okay.
And all the way up until 2020.
All the way up to 2000 when?
20.
2020, okay. What treatments have you had?
Well, the only treatments that I had is basically the word of God.
Do you think you need any kind of treatment?
I believe that I can use treatment. I don't believe that I need it. I believe that I'm over and that I conquered it and that I've been set free from it.
Okay, good. Now, on the date of your arrest, you were at the girlfriend's house and you broke out a window or something. What was going on then? What was that all about?
At that day, we were supposed to meet up together, and you know, I was trying to stop using drugs, and she was still using it, and her family, and I guess when I went over there, her mother told me that she wasn't enough. So when I got ready to leave, they called the cops on me. My mom called the cops on me.
You didn't break a window?
No, ma'am.
Why do you think they called the cops on you?
I believe that she didn't want me with her daughter.
Oh, okay. And so you said you were trying to quit, but you had drugs on.
Yes, ma'am. I did. I had drugs on me. I had bought it, for her. And
I can't, well, sort of fault a mother that, knows somebody's bringing her daughter there. And you can't really fault a mother. I guess she knew you was over there to bring her there, huh?
her mother was on it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
her
right.
mother.
Okay. And you started using drugs in 18. You got released July 6th of 19. Then you got the new conviction August the 18th of 2022. You got released in 2016 and got a new conviction in 2018. So what do you need to stay out of jail? What's going on? What needs to happen?
To tell you the truth, I believe that this is it. 42 years old, I believe that I learned my lesson. I believe that I rebuilt myself, that I renewed my mind, and the things that I used to do, I don't want to do those things no more.
Okay. So, but what I'm seeing now, you haven't had any programs. Have you taken any programs?
Yes, ma'am. Currently, I'm in Cage of Rage, Victim Impact, Inside Out Dads, and I complete pre-release tomorrow.
Okay, so you're in programs now. You haven't completed any programs. Okay. Okay, good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. What would be your release plan if you're successful today? Where would you live and how would you support yourself?
Well, I would first of all, my brother would allow me to stay with him until I get on my feet. And my ex boss, she told me that she would let me come back and work with them, if I'm released.
Okay. And where would you okay, you go live with your brother, okay. Going back to that incident, you had a firearm in your possession, but they didn't charge you with it. That was very concerning to see that in the report. Why were you packed? Why did you have a gun on you?
I didn't have
for this?
I didn't have a gun on me. When they searched her vehicle, they found an old gun inside of her vehicle.
Oh, whose car was it?
It was her mom's car.
Oh, did you have permission to be in it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I do want to say for the record, you do have law enforcement opposition to your early release. You're listed as a low risk on our risk assessment. As to the needs, so it shows that you are high for substance abuse and antisocial thinking, but you don't see that you need treatment. Treatment is very expensive, and if you don't think you need it, there's no point in sending you there, to me. So what do you say to that?
I believe that I can use treatment, anything to better myself and to help myself.
Okay. All right, Warren, what can you tell us about this young man?
Well, Ms. Wise, let me see how to say this. As a man, I never question the power of the good Lord, and I appreciate Eric's spiritual beliefs and what he said. But as a warden, I'm not going to question the power of good rehabilitation and programming as well either. So I do believe he needs substance abuse programming. I believe that will help him. He needs to take, he's on backlog for our Living in Balance program right now, which is a very good program. I believe he needs that. He's like he said, he's enrolled right now in Cage Raised Victim Impact and inside out dads. I believe he needs to complete those things. And once he does those, if he does all those things with the good time credits he'll give for that, that'll about put him out at his probably a little bit before his release date of next year.
Okay,
I
okay.
recommend complete all those things prior.
All right then. At this time, we can hear from your brother Clifford Smith. Would you unmute your mic, sir, and tell us what you want us to know?
Well, I acknowledge that my brother made mistakes and understand, and he understands that now that his actions have consequences. He is committed to not repeating his past mistakes because he has a good support system now. The reason he didn't have a good support system is he's the fourth kid, and me and my older brother, we are retired now from the military. So we're there to support him and his actions and hold him accountable. And it's my sincere hope that you would consider his dedication to the at-risk youth to try to steer them from going down the same path that he went on. And I believe he will improve himself, and if given a second chance at life, he will obey local, state, and federal laws and won't promote disrespect for the law and our criminal justice system. And will not jeopardize public welfare and safety. And he know, since we're back out of the service, he know we're his rock, and we will, hold him accountable.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith, and I thank you for your service. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being here today. Mr. Myers.
Good morning, Randy Myers, Assistant DA Jefferson Parish. After listening to Mr. Smith's comments and all, I think he clearly needs additional rehabilitation. He says anything to better and help him, he would like to do, but he hasn't taken any programs. He's just currently enrolled in any, he hasn't completed any. He said he could use treatment, but he doesn't need it. Well, he doesn't understand addiction. And looking back at his record in 34 years, he's had about 39 arrests. Very significant problem. I think he needs to complete additional rehab, additional programs to give him a chance to remain crime-free when he eventually is released. And as the warden said, after completing all those programs, he'll be pretty close to getting out at an updated good time date. So we're opposed at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. All right, Mrs. Smith, what do you want to tell us before we vote?
First of all, I would like to say that I am the person that committed those crimes. And, I'm not proud of what I did. It hurts, I'm very remorseful and ashamed, even embarrassed at what I've done and the choices that I made, and even the people that I hurt and let down. But I believe that I've taken this time to rebuild myself, to renew my mind, to strengthen myself mentally, physically, emotionally, as well as spiritually. And I believe that I'm a better person, that I'm not the person that I used to be. Now I know better. I learned my lesson from the situation. And I vow, I believe that I will do right. And I can be that leader, that role model, that father, that son, that friend, and even positive influence in my community. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Well said. Well said. Panel ready to vote? We have a motion for executive session. I gotta get a second.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Parole,
Yes.
Yes.
Clifford,
We're gonna go into executive session to discuss confidential matters related to your case. The board is and the time is 10:59 a.m. Mrs. Smith, I'll be voting first since the case was assigned to me. You presented well today, and I believe you believe that you got it all together. But I ask you today, trust the wisdom of this board. We've seen a lot come in and out. We've seen a lot, and I ask you to trust the wisdom of this board. My vote is to deny because of the need for the program that's already been outlined for you at that institution. We have a very poor supervision history. I would like to get out and stay out this time. Like you said, you're 40 years old. It's time to stay out. Sit on the front row in those classes. Go ahead and get what you need so that you can stay out. We have law enforcement opposition. And again, the poor supervision history is very, very concerning for me, and the need for substance abuse treatment. And I also going to recommend to you, it's just a recommendation, that you allow your brother Clifford Smith to be your assistant parole officer. If you follow him, we'll be back in any jail. That's my vote. Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Ms. Wise, and by the time you take those classes, you'll be out. So probably 6 months, you're gonna be out of that. So, when you get out, you don't believe you're a drug addict, but you are. That's just the bottom line. And you need to stay on that path. Hopefully these classes will show you in your mind that you're a drug addict and that you need AA and people to help you when you start slipping. So that's my vote.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman. Mr. Roche?
Mr. Smith, I'm going to vote also to deny. I'm going to leave you in a competent hands of Warden Myers. He's mapped out a series of programs that he thinks will help you. When you complete those programs, you'll be in immediate release. I think Warden Myers knows best exactly what you need. So I will deny you and leave you in his hands.
All right, I hope you understood what we said no to getting out now, but we're saying yes to getting out and staying out. But your parole has been denied today. And thank everyone for participating this morning. Again, Mrs. Smith, if you keep up with you, Clifford Smith, he'll be all right. Thank y'all for participating today.